Welcome back to Solo Marvel Champion. Today is a rematch of yesterday's video. Yesterday I did Cable versus Standard Red Skull. Today I'm doing Expert Red Skull. There are a number of differences with Expert. The obvious ones are Red Skull's numbers are a little bit bigger, he has more health, and when revealed, Red Skull 2 gives me an encounter card. Red House is in play with 3. Sleeper is out of play. Now, something else that's going to happen on Expert affects campaign setup, calculate travel time. Distance is 3, +1 for Expert, +1 for training. Step 2 says add that much threat to the main, and that's 5. 2.5 shuffles that Time Stone, I already knew what it was, into the encounter deck, and puts the Infinity Stones environment into play. Step 3 says I get to search for a card with cost less than or equal to 5 and put it in hand, and I am going to put the Heroic Intuition into my opening hand. It's going to get me up to an attack of 3, because something else that happens in Expert is you don't get the abilities on the Infinity Stones. So while I still have control of them as part of the campaign, I don't get their benefits. I don't have +1 thwart and attack. So I need that Heroic Intuition to get me up to an attack of 3. So that is in my hand. Let's give me a shuffle and draw the rest of my hand. I'd like an Askani'son. I would like an Overwatch. Seeking you shall find. Double will play Heroic. There's Askani'son. Thank you. Gunboat Diplomacy. If I choose to play Dazzler, I don't think I can play Dazzler. So that's actually a really good hand. That'll pay that. That'll play that. I can put Overwatch on, so that's a good hand. I'm not going to mulligan. Now we do setup. I'm going to put build support into play. Build support is going to go find me Greymalkin. And just like last game between Greymalkin and Askani'son, I'll be able to clear whatever side scheme comes out in the villain phase, except for the Sleeper Awakened. This has 3, and let me go ahead and shuffle these. Like, where did I put the Red House? All right. So let's just go ahead and start. 2 for Heroic Intuition gets me up to 3 thwart. Overwatch on build support so that when I clear build support, this interrupts and also clears Red House. Build support goes to victory. I ready because I defeated a side scheme. And build support puts Greymalkin into play. It is a support. I'll use Greymalkin to play Askani'son and thwart 3 off of here. I'm going to hold on to both of those. Turn the tide, clear the area, mind scan, all good stuff. 1 goes on, and when it does, this comes up. This is why I like having this combo out here. This is going to prevent me from having 3 encounter cards this turn. So he's attacking for 2, and I defend. In my last game, I kept saying I take no damage, but that doesn't matter with Askani'son. I had just played a whole bunch of Spider-Man Perfect Defense versus Claw, and I just kept, in that video, saying I take no defense. And I had to do that to proc all of my abilities. But me taking no damage does not matter in this game. So he's attacking for 2, and I still take 3. Now I have defended that attack, exhaust that, spend an energy to remove 3 from here. This goes out of play, Gray Malkin and Cable ready, and I play Turn the Tide, which deals 3. 2 encounter cards. This one gives him a firearm. This one gives him retaliate, and I really do hate that card. Can I get rid of it this turn? I cannot. All right. I could just clear that myself, or I could play Dazzler. But I'd also love to play Gunboat Diplomacy, and I can't do that because I played Turn the Tide. Oh well. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4 for Dazzler, who confuses. Then takes 2. And because he's confused, I'm going to flip back down and recover back up to 12. Now, I really want to dig out Professor. That's a fun card to help me find a side scheme. But also just having 1 additional card is going to be good. The problem there is, though, I don't get to deal with this during the villain phase. Technovirus Purge is nice. There's Gunboat Diplomacy, which is going to come in handy. And a Skilled Investigator. 1 goes on, and when it does, this pops up. That puts the sleeper in. He cannot scheme. He schemes for 1. I get 1 encounter card, a guard with a when defeated effect. Okay, now I don't even have, well, I have Gunboat Diplomacy. So I think what I need to do here is put Skilled Investigator in. Let's flip up and attack him to knock off his tough. I'm going to put Technovirus Purge in. I'm going to play Gunboat Diplomacy. Oh, that makes me sad. Can't play Gunboat Diplomacy because I have to exhaust Cable. And I can't exhaust him until I clear a side scheme. And I can't clear a side scheme without exhausting her. 2 for 4 Justice clears that. I'm going to put that here. That is another one in victory. But now I have +1, +1, +1. This readies. Now, I still can't play Gunboat Diplomacy because she is exhausted. I do get to draw a card here. There's another 4 Justice, which I might go ahead and play there. I might as well. Clears that, and I attack here for 3, which gives me a retaliate. Actually should have 2 retaliate damage. All right. Sad, sad. Professor, now that I'm up, turn the tide. Make some room here. 1 goes on, and this comes out. Discard 5. That's mental, energy, physical, wild. So 4 is going to go on here. That's all right, though, because now I have 4 thwart. He is attacking for 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to defend for 3. That's 4. He gets a tough and another boost. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I take 6. That's always fun. Now I have defended an attack, so Askani'son and Grey Malkin will take 4 off of here. Taking 4 off of there readies me and Grey Malkin. Skilled Investigator draws me a card, and Turn the Tide deals 3 here. Knocks out Sleeper and Sleeper Awakened. He is attacking for 2, and I'm just going to defend that. No, I'm not going to defend that because I want to use Gunboat Diplomacy. So I take 2. 1 encounter card. Attached to a side scheme. There are no side schemes in play. Okay. Okay, let's do... See, I want to do 1 damage here to get rid of that tough and then lay the trap, but... that deals damage to the villain. And I'd like to play Gunboat Diplomacy, but I don't need to. But that would be worth 6. And you know what? I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or for damage, 1, 4, and 1 is wasted. So that's not a problem. This is a tough choice. I also have to remember that he has Retaliate now. So I'm going to do Grey Malkin. I'm going to play Keep the Pressure, which has 2. Keep Up the Pressure, which has 2. I'm going to use Grey Malkin to play Gunboat Diplomacy. Exhaust both of those. Remove threat equal to the combined thwart. So I'm up to 4. She's at 2, so that's 6. That's 2. This goes and finds me a Telekinetic Blast. And this goes. It also deals X damage equals to that. So 1 here, 4 here. I'm going to say 5 here. I can't split that up. It's damage directed as I want, but I don't think I can do 1, 4, and 1. Maybe I'm wrong. But that knocks him out and gives me another encounter card. Now I did have a scheme clear, so that clears. That only has 3. I would be able to also lay the trap right now, but I think I'm going to use Grey Malkin for Professor X. Now, also, I did take 1 Retaliate from Gunboat. I'm going to flip down, recover 4. I'm not going to use that yet. I'm going to use it on the way back up. And also, no, let's go ahead and use that. because I can body slide back up. And I'm not even going to draw, I'm not even going to go look for something. I'm just going to draw a card. Ooh, there's lock and load. That's unfortunate because I was just going to use that for telekinetic blast. But body slide is going to flip me back up, still exhausted. And I think that's the turn. This game has not been stellar. Let's draw 2. One goes on the main, and when it does, this comes up. He's attacking for 1, 2, 3. I defend. That's 3. This was not an undefended attack. I do take 1 damage. Gray Malkin, Askani'son. Clear this. When that's cleared, these ready. I draw a card. Oh, there's a followed. I have to go find a regular. Can I find that from discard? No, I want to find it from here. He's put into play, so he does not incite. That happened during that portion, so he would attack. And what can I do next turn? Actually, I have too many cards. No, I drew 1 from that. He's going to attack for 2. I think I just take it. No, I have 2 encounter cards. So I'm going to defend and not take damage. 2 encounter cards. This one does incite. And this one, he gets a tough and attacks me. Defend with Dazzler. That's 1, 2... and it was not undefended. Dazzler is gone. So I've got 2 regulars out there. Let's do... Boy, that's such a good combo. Lay the trap and follow that I don't really want to give that up. Let's do 1... 2 for Marrow. He deals 2 damage to an enemy. Then he attacks for 2. Can't get the ready, can I? And he's got a tough. So let's just ready. Draw 1. There's my rifle, so I don't need that lock and load. 1 goes on. He's attacking. Well, 1 goes on and this flips. He's attacking for 3. I defend. 3 and he attacks again, but without a boost. So I take 1 from that. These clear prison camp, which readies these, draws me a card, and I have to go find, or I get to go find a play from hand. Do I get Professor? Yeah, let's get Professor. Oh, I haven't even seen Professor X yet. Professor X comes into play. That confuses him. Now he attacks again for 2. Or he attacks for 3, doesn't he? Let's just have Marrow block that. One encounter card. Exhaust the character you control for each side scheme in play. There are no side schemes in play. Okay. Not terrible. Let's thwart 3 here. Boy, that tough is killing me. You're killing me, Smalls. 2 for rifle. So I can do 3 with range, so I don't take retaliate to knock off his tough. I really need to play Telekinetic Blast, and I can't now. One more card. I need one more resource. Since I'm not going to be able to attach Followed anyway, let's use Followed for Lay the Trap. Thwart, Clear, Gray Malkin, and Cable ready. This deals 5. And that's not an attack, so I don't get retaliate. This goes up one more. He's confused, and there's no threat on the main, so let's flip down and recover. Use Professor. I don't need to use that right now, so I'm not going to use Professor. I'll use it on the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I can use Professor to go grab what I want on the way back up. And unfortunately, I think, no, that one's gone. So one goes on, and after it does, this comes up. He's scheming for a 0 because he's confused. 1 encounter card. Place 2 on each scheme. Okay. Let's use this to go find, well, it's in my discard. Did I already clear that one? I did clear Keep Up the Pressure, so I don't need Lock and Load. Let's go put Specialized Training in. Is that in my hand? Oh, I saw it in my deck. I'm like, I know I just saw it. Or Call for Backup. Let's put Call for Backup in. It comes to my hand. Now, do I want to... trying to decide if I wanted to recover there. I think I'm good. Professor X is gone. So let's use Gray Malkin for Call for Backup. Let's thwart 3. No, let's not thwart 3. Let's put an Overwatch on and use that for Followed. Thwart 3. Now, this is an interrupt. 3 is removed here. This interrupts and removes 3 here. Followed deals 4 to an enemy. Did I have a Turn the Tide? I don't. This goes to victory. I now have 5. And puts Professor into play. Professor confuses. Removes 3 from here. I and Gray Malkin ready. I don't think I cleared... Oh, that happened on the villain phase. Does anything else happen? I don't believe so. I'm attacking for 3. But I can Gray Malkin for 4 and not have to deal with retaliate. Yeah, so Gray Malkin, Plasma, is going to deal 4. That knocks him out. He has 20. I get an encounter card. Now, I thwart to remove this. Shuffle 3 back into my deck. Oh, that doesn't ready. So let's use, boy, I'd love to play that Telekinetic Blast, though. Nah, let's put out the Force Field. These are going to shuffle up. And I no longer have to worry about the sleeper. One goes on and this flips. Not worried about that icon, so I'll just let Professor block. He's attacking for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the Professor is gone. And I get 2 encounter cards. Discard an upgrade or support I control. Unfortunately, that's going to be Skilled Investigator. This one has guard and when defeated. I never drew my hand, did I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's specialized training. And can I deal? Can I get rid of 5? It's 4. No, I can't clear. Let's Plasma Rifle him into Oblivion, which gives me another encounter card. Oh, I could clear 5, yeah. Let's put Skilled Investigator down. Yeah, that's fine. 1 for Specialized Training, which has 5. I'm going to thwart this one off. That goes away. I put a regular in. Yeah, both are in there. Regular in. He does not incite. These ready, and I draw a card. Well, now there's a Telekinetic Blast, but I would like to do that Specialized Training as well. Mind Scan can clear that. And I can just hold on to that Telekinetic Blast. Gray Malkin and 1 for Mind Scan. Remove 3, remove 1 additional, total of 5. It's going to clear Specialized Training, which actually puts another one in there. Specialized Training puts my Surveillance Specialist into play. And I'm going to thwart this off. When I thwart, I draw a card. Overwatch would have been nice. I'm going to hold on to both of those. One goes on, and when it does, this comes out. He can no longer take, or he cannot take damage while that's in. He's attacking for 2, 3, 4. I defend for 2. Total of 6, so I take 4. I have defended, so where is it? These 2 remove this threat. It goes away. That readies these. And I draw a card. I'm not going to draw a card. I don't want that encounter card right now. But I am going to play Turn the Tide to get rid of that regular. That regular now doesn't attack, and I get 2 encounter cards. This one gives him an extra boost, and this one would let him scheme, but he's confused. I think it's time for a Telekinetic Blast. That's going to deal 12. 13, 14, 15. Boy, I wish I had a side scheme to put followed on. Especially since I'm not going to get my ready either. Oh boy, I really wish he was still confused though. Let's do... How much is Telekinetic Blast going to do? Telekinetic Blast is going to do 12. I can shoot for 4 more is 16. 17, 18, 19. Boo, I'm going to be 1 short. I'm going to be 1 damage short. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. Telekinetic Blast is going to deal 6 plus 1 for each one in here. So that's 12. 10, 11, 12. That is retaliate damage, or I take retaliate damage. Oh, man. I messed myself up out of my rifle. So instead of using Grey Malkin, I'll use Angel. I still wanted to be able to use Angel, darn it. Grey Malkin and Rifle is going to deal 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's range, so I take no damage. I could attack, but attacking is just going to take him down to 1. So instead, I'm going to thwart. With a basic thwart, I draw a card. I get an encounter card, which I was going to get anyway, so that's not a big deal. I think the big thing here is I have my telekinetic force field, so I'm not going to flip down. I'm just going to ready. And draw up. This should be game unless I get a guard out here. And it might still be game anyway if I get a guard. 1 goes on, which flips this. This has 2. He's attacking for 2, 3, 4, and gets 2 boosts. So I'm going to defend so I can use these. But then I'm also going to end up using this. So he's attacking for 4 and 2 boosts. 4. Exhaust a character I control. I cannot exhaust a character I control. So I would take 2, but I'm going to pop this. Now, because I've defended, Grey Malkin Askani'son is going to remove a bunch of threat here and remove it from the game. Or put it in the special discard pile. That readies me and Grey Malkin and draws me a card. I get 2 encounter cards for some reason. I don't remember why at this point. Hey, guard. That's why, because I had one of those earlier. And place 2 on each scheme. That's fine. I still get the win here, so I don't mind. But let's use that double for Beak, who's going to take 1 off of here, and then that to clear the area. Clearing the area draws me a card. I'm going to use energy for Plasma Rifle to deal 4 here. Beak is going to attack for 1 and take retaliate. So he takes 1 and then consequential. He's defeated. And then I attack for 3 and knock him out. Definitely a more involved game when you're playing on Expert. And I really like this matchup. Cable Justice versus Red Skull. That might be one of my favorite matchups. I know I say that a lot, but I really do enjoy this matchup. So I'm calling that Shadowverse 6B. This doesn't count towards the Shadowverse campaign. Only yesterday's video does, but it was still fun to play and show how different it can be playing Expert in this campaign where you don't get the benefit of those stones. So let me know what you thought in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a marvelous day.